Alright then. Well, hello and welcome. I'm Bio. And today we're starting a new set. Due to obviously Garfield's set, which was quite a long set, now being over, and obviously being done with Kamen Rider, I spun the wheel twice and got two new sets. First obviously was Mud Duck Productions, which we've already started. The second was Davilex. So yeah, remember, if you don't know, we've had a look at some Davilex games in the past, like Red Baron and Miami Vice. So, and I liked that. I kind of like Miami Vice and Red Baron. So I thought, hey, we'll add Davilex to the list and see what other games they made. Apparently, not. They've made a lot of games, right? Developed and published, from the looks of things. But most of them are racing games. But I also do remember I did play USA Racer, which I think was by them. And I didn't think much of that game, if I'm honest with you. So, yeah. So, the plan is we're going to be looking at basically, I think it's 6 games again, just like with Mud Duck, but obviously we only look at 3 this time around. And then do the other 3 at a later date. I better put a minimum in here. And, yeah, at a later date. Yeah, race menu. Yeah, what am I about? You can see that's why I have to stop what I'm doing and talk. So yeah, we're going to be looking, I believe, at like one PlayStation 1 game, and then the rest of them are going to be on the PlayStation 2. And I will warn you, they pretty much all are racing games, because the games I picked, Miami Vice and Red Baron back then, were pretty much the only exclusions to the rule. Pretty much I'd say 90% of their library is racing games of some kind. Quite a lot of them on PCs. Quite a lot of them are PC exclusive as well. But we're not looking at any of those because who knows what kind of issues we'll run into trying to get those to run, potentially. We're going to be looking at the ones they released on home consoles, starting with London Racer, which was obviously developed and published by Davilex and released in September 2000. It was apparently released in America as London Racer as well. So, apparently. It has its own series. But it's actually, I believe, a spin-off series of Autobahn Racer. Autobahn Racer is like their main series. And I believe they were also the ones that made, like, they made some of the older, like, what is this called? They made, like, the A2 Racer games. Yeah, they pretty much, pretty much all of their stuff is, like, racing games. Alarm Thur Cobra 11 Volume 2. So they made that, but I think they actually made, maybe, potentially, the others, or maybe they just published that game. No, they developed it. But anyway. So yeah, it's just, we're going to be looking at pretty much all racing games. I think there's only one game I'm going to be looking at that isn't a racing game. So, which is interesting. And yes, we will be looking at one of the Autobahn Racer games. Yeah. But we're going to be basically looking at one PlayStation 1 game and 5 PlayStation 2 games. Yeah, but so it'll be interesting to see what this London Racer game is like. Because, obviously, being British and all that. Apparently, there is also a PC port of this game called M25 Racer. But I don't know if that's exactly the same. But it looks like we are going on... I've driven on the M25, of course. Around, which basically, it's a motorway that goes around pretty much to the whole outside of London. Very, very busy motorway. Avoid at all costs. It's a motorway that I would personally say avoid at all costs. So, interesting that the very first Oh, okay. So we start out with a Mini and we can buy, like, more cars as I guess we complete races or something. Cool. So the very first track being on the M25 is it's funny. So I guess we just start. There's not much we can actually do with the limited money we have. And it's not okay. So it's like it's just a straight. You start at one point, race to the other. Fair enough. And off we go. I've got no background for DuckStation this time because it's only the one PlayStation 1 game, so I didn't see the point. I will try and fix it. I've got an idea of what I could put there as instead. Alright, so apparently we're first out of them. Oh, there's the police. But we're not going fast enough. The M25 speed limit, by the way. Oh god. The M25 speed limit, by the way, is 70 miles an hour. We're currently doing 60, so we're not gonna get the police on our tail at all. And why is the M25 only got like 3 lanes? Oh, we've got some construction coming up. Now that is very British. Like I've been using the M3 a lot recently, right? And the M3 is just 50 mile speed limit pretty much the entire way because they're putting drainage in, and it's not like it's like oh, it's going to take a couple of years to do that. I'm not joking. It's ridiculous. But anyway, in terms of controls, fine. Yeah, you're gonna smack. No. Oh, calm down. Whoa! He purposely went into me. Did you see that? He was in the other lane. He purposely went into me. Nice. There is like a bit of... I was nowhere near that car. Oh, the hitboxes on these cars. Maybe it was the hitbox on the car. The hitbox on these cars are horrendous. We're going this way, boys. What? Alright. I already dislike this game. Immensely. Poor direction. Right, the controls are fine. I ain't got an issue with the controls, right? The controls are perfectly fine. Right, you hold down the D-pad to a direction long enough, and you do a drift. Oh, the police are just... you can go through them. Fantastic. So, yeah, it's not great, if I'm honest. The controls are perfectly fine. My issue is that track design. Yeah, okay, you're on the M25, but there's not 3 lanes on the M25. There's way more than that. But maybe this is 2000. Maybe there was less lanes back then. I don't know. All right. Oh, we're going on to the next race. It's fine. Guess we'll just go into the next one. We're now going around London City, apparently. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't complain so much. It's fine. It's fine, you know. I think this is one of the first games that they basically made. Pretty much. So I shouldn't rag on them too much because I think this is just like an extension of Autobahn Rasse. If I'm honest with you, just set in London instead of Belgium or Germany or... Yeah, because I think it's on the Autobahn Rasse. It's on the Autobahn. Oh, we've got the police chasing us now. Obviously, around London doing speed limit we're doing is obviously illegal. Well, thanks for the boost, whoever that was. Oh, you can change the perspective. Oh, there we go. See the police. Fantastic. Didn't mean for that, but okay. It's just, I think it's the level does, it's not, you do not have, this is, I guess this is like street racing, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like the hitboxes in the cars aren't great, honest with you. Then there's obviously the drift, which is kind of unneeded, really. I don't really need it to be there. Oh, we're doing 2 laps, are we? Okay. Fantastic.
This is your first warning.
Oh, I got caught by the police, apparently. Well, at this rate, my car's going to get so damaged I can't race anymore. And to me, like, I play racing games, right? I've had this argument. I always have this argument every single time. I play racing games. I played a lot of the older racing games. I had Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 1. Right? I will compare it. Just because, you know, it's potentially has a lesser budget, I don't care. I will compare it to some games like Gran Turismo. I'm not afraid to do so. It's you who are afraid. But yeah, I've got the same issues with this game as I had with USA Racer. It's getting there. Maybe obviously with the later games they improve the controls. Don't know what I hit there. Not a clue. Maybe they do improve the controls later on. But at the moment, the controls really are not anything to write home about. So I also don't like how it feels like you've got no power. You smash into someone's car, you're buggered. But they smash into you, you get yeeted across the screen. I'm like, okay, rules for one. We got the police chasing us again. They weren't able to catch us. See, as you can see, I'm getting used to the controls, but I'm still, just because I'm getting used to the controls, still doesn't mean I like the controls. It still doesn't mean I like the controls. I always want to make that point known. Also, the music is very, very... It's like, I'm at the point where I've had enough of the music, because it's just do 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 do, and that's it. Got nothing else going on about it. Yeah, police are going to basically break my car. It's on the verge of smoking at the moment. There we are. I knew it was going to happen. Total loss. Fantastic. Is that game over? I hope that's game over. Oh, okay. So it just reverts you back to, like, damage being 25. Damage, damage should not be a thing in this game. Just gonna say it as it is. This is an arcade racer. It's not simulation. Fuck off with your simulation bullshit, right? I hate that shit. Either commit to the simulation or fuck off and be an arcade racer, yeah? I don't like the fact that there's a damage system. It's unwanted, unnecessary, and completely and utterly warrantless. It doesn't need to be here. Right? The budget's fine. That's fine. You want to have money, you know, pounds be the factor of whether or not you can buy new vehicles, absolutely acceptable. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly acceptable. Right? How much was that first car, by the way? That first unlockable car? Through the showroom. 40... Okay, so... Okay, we have other cars we can pick. Why are these so expensive? Value... My car's value is six grand, apparently. Why would I buy brand new cars? That makes no sense. You would want to go to like a pre-owned shop, or you have the option to go to either the showroom, which is brand new cars, or go to the pre-owned shop where you can buy used cars. Don't have that option, I guess. Nice. And obviously the garage is there to upgrade your car and fix the damage, I guess. Like I said, there's the potential for a decent game to be, for there to be a decent game here. It's just not quite there yet. And I'm hoping with later games that we will get to that point. I'm hoping. We'll see. But anyway, I've had enough of London Racer. Not my kind of thing. You know, I expect a better racing game if I'm honest. But yeah. Anyway, I've been Bio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.